What is up, everybody? Sheep out of Skylands here, aka SOS, and we're gathered here today for an amazing holiday. The 10th anniversary of Skylanders Trap Team. Trap Team is one of the most prolific, most enjoyable, greatest games out of the entire Skylanders franchise. It's definitely top 3 for me, and the gimmick is definitely second place in my opinion after Swap Force. Trap Team gave us one of the best rosters out of all of the gimmick landers, and also gave us one of the best accessory Skylander toys, the traps. Now, I say this because I think it's easily agreeable from fans across the world that the Traptanium crystal material that is used in the figurines for both the Trap Masters and the traps are some of the most captivating figures that come within the entire series. And that is why today, in honor of the 10th anniversary, we're going to be looking at the top 5 designs for the Trap Masters. Just focusing on which figurines look the coolest, have the most creative designs, and are the most eye-catching. And as a bonus, we'll do the top 5 traps as well. But to start off this video, I just wanted to go with a less debatable topic because I know we're not going to agree on my top 5 list most likely. But one thing that is not up for debate at all is that this accessory right here that you're seeing on screen is the best non-playable accessory that ever came out within the entire Skylanders franchise. This trap box is one of the coolest, one of the most well-achieved designs out of any of the accessories in all of Skylanders. With most of the storage boxes or the mega blocks or any of that other stuff, it just feels cheap and almost like too easy. With this trap box, they really did a great job of giving it the feel of being like a treasure box, something special and something collectible, and something that you really want to have in your collection. The fact that it's magnetic, super high quality. I mean, this thing just snaps right on and on. It reminds me of that nice little snap that you get when you close your AirPods. The idea of this being some rare treasure box carries on through the rest of the design. You can see we get the super nice insert that kind of reminds you of a weathered treasure map, and it's way nicer than the blue one that you get with the game in my opinion. Now I know what you're thinking. Wow, this is an amazing collection of traps. All 10 elements, 1 chaos trap, and yes, this is all I have. I don't have any extras that I just took out. That's definitely because I just want to have one of each, not because my wallet cannot handle me buying more and more of these little tiny pieces of plastic. But we'll just ignore that. Now looking at the top section of this box, it looks like they literally taped a treasure map onto this side of the box, and it's just done really well. The difference in color from the tape to the map piece is something that I can appreciate. You also get a larger silhouette of every single trappable villain, and all in all, it just looks really nice. Now let's get to the main topic of the video, the top 5 Trap Master figurine designs. Number 5 is Gear Shift. Gear Shift is really a creative idea of a Skylander. I mean, with the tech element having a gear as its main symbol, she's one of the very few tech Skylanders to actually wield a gear. And the fact that this gear is gigantic and made out of Traptanium is amazing. She also has this really sleek white robotic design with springs acting as all of her joints that just looks really cool, and overall she embodies the tech element perfectly. And coming in at number 4 is Kaboom. Kaboom overall just has an awesome design. He's got a great personality that gets really well developed in Skylanders Academy. If you haven't checked it out, you should. He's a super goofy character in that show.
And are you okay going by the name Stealth Elf?
First, ludicrous. Number 2, I can rock a can opener. And if I get a job, you can call me Tina.
It's funny because despite the goofy personality, he lugs around this huge, intimidating Traptanium cannon, which clearly must weigh a lot because this dude has biceps, triceps, crazy traps, chest muscles. This just really makes him seem like some type of bodybuilder. And with the cannon and everything else considered and the freaking fire peeking out of his head, he just seems like a superhero. Number 3 on today's list is none other than Snapshot. Now, what else do I need to say besides alligator with a bow and arrow made out of crystal shards? I mean, that in itself is already just a super dope concept. I think I always wanted an alligator Skylander, so I was super hyped whenever I found out that Snapshot was going to be a Trap Master. All of the spikes and scales going down his back and his tail do a great job of characterizing alligator skin, and then the gold armor is just a really nice touch. Moving on to number 2, we got Shortcut. Now Shortcut is obviously awesome. I mean, I think we all thought the same thing when we seen the gigantic pair of Traptanium scissors. I mean, shoot, you do not want to get in a match of rock, paper, scissors with this guy. The details on this figure are also amazing. You can tell that he has the texture of a freshly sewn puppet. Overall, his creepy puppet design, all of the stitches going on his head and onto his hat, all fit together really well with the undead element. Now the moment we've all been waiting for. Number 1 on my list is... yeah, as you can see, I haven't even opened it yet. I just got him in the mail today. Perfect timing for the 10th anniversary of Trap Team. But I've seen enough videos and images of this figurine to know that this is the coolest Trap Master design. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. It's almost like a Skylanders unboxing. You know, nowadays, the current market is just Skylanders unpackaging. Oh yeah, you see it? Now for real, number 1 on this list is Enigma. I remember the second they released images of this figure, and I knew that I had to have him in my collection. I never actually got him back then, but at least 10 years later, he's officially a part of my collection. And I must say, it was worth the wait. Out of all the Skylanders that are able to turn invisible or anything like that, this is the only figure where he is shown halfway in the process. You can see the red fading in his cape, and then he has these crystal clear legs, and it's just a really cool concept that they handled very well. And he's super mysterious. He has no face, just a floating cloak, but as you can see, his head is literally empty. I ain't mean to violate you like that, bro, but there's literally nothing in there. The big Traptanium eyeball staff is also super dope, and it just fits him very well, being in the magic element. I like how the color scheme of his weapon doesn't exactly go with his entire color scheme on his body. This is unlike most Skylanders. It really makes him individual and just makes him seem like an awesome action figure in general. And now, just as a little bonus, just to continue to praise this amazing game on its 10-year anniversary, I'm going to tell you guys my top 5 favorite trap designs. Starting with number 5, the Toucan. I think the Toucan has a really creative design. I'm a sucker for a lot of the traps that have animals on them just because it gives a really cool feel to it. You can see the feathers ruffling down the chest and the wings and the beak. They all look amazing. Number 4 on my list is going to be the sword trap, which was used for a couple of different elements. This trap design definitely belongs on this list because it's one of the only designs to actually include the crystal shaped trap part at the bottom into the design, as it acts as the sharp end of the sword. It just looks really cool and it actually makes sense. It's almost like you're stabbing it into the portal. It's overall just a solid creative idea. Next up on the list at number 3, we have the Dark Spider Trap. This was the only element to get this trap design. It's just really cool and it fits well with the dark element, being a creepy crawly spider. It just looks really nice with the legs, and you can see there's actually some webs intertwined between the legs. It was an awesome idea and a great way to introduce us to the dark element. Now, following along with the expansion packs, we have number 2 on this list, the Light Owl Trap. This was also the only element to get this trap design, and overall, the feather designs going onto the body and the wings, and just the cool owl perched on top of this trap makes it a really cool design in my opinion. You can also tell with the light element they decided to use some type of sparkly glitter material that went into the actual plastic of this trap that gives it a shiny look, and it definitely fits well with the light element. Number 1 on this list is a trap that I probably won't get until I just have boatloads of extra money to drop on Skylanders. But until then, you guys are just going to have to enjoy this beautiful image I put together of the rocket trap. This trap design was used for a few different elements, but overall, it does fit well with the light element. It's just a really cool design, and I probably wouldn't have thought to put a rocket on top of one of these traps. Rockets just look dope in general, and when you have this in your portal, you almost think it's just going to take off any second. Drop your list down in the comments below. Let me know what you think of mine. I'm sure we're not all going to agree on everything, but overall I'm just glad we all get to enjoy this amazing franchise together 10 years later. Trap Team was an awesome game that leaves awesome memories for me in my childhood, and I'm glad that I get to continue to enjoy it and experience it with my children in the future. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please support the channel, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Help support my wallet as I try to fill out the Skylander collection. And I'll catch you guys next time.